Hi friends, in this episode we will see some important terminology starting in alphabet C. Now we can see about main terminology in common life, also in industrial life. Carcinogen. Carcinogen is any substance, radioactive or radiation that promotes carcinogenesis, that is the formation of cancer. Several radioactive substances are considered carcinogens, but their carcinogenic activity is attributed to the radiation, for example, gamma rays and alpha particles which they emit. Common examples of non-radioactive carcinogen are inhaled asbestos, certain dioxin, and tobacco smoke. In other words, carcinogen is a substance, organism, or reagent capable of causing cancer. Carcinogens may occur naturally in the environment, such as ultraviolet rays and certain viruses, or may be generated by humans. In other words, any substance that causes the development of cancerous growths in living tissue. Such substances are grouped into two classifications. First one is those that are known to induce cancer in man or animals either by operational exposure in industry or by ingestion in feedstuffs. Number two is experimental carcinogens are those that have been found to cause cancer in animals under experimental conditions, namely by external application, feeding, or injection of extremely high concentration of the substance. Now we can see about the radioactive carcinogens that gamma rays are used in X-rays, alpha particles are used in X-rays, which is used to detect the uh, welding joint in the industrial area. So that is the radioactive elements. And non-radioactive carcinogens, now we can see about the chemicals used for the production or manufacturing or co-product or in the industrial production, industrial usage. Two categories we have seen. The IARC, that is the Internal Agency for Research on Cancer, is an intergovernmental agency forming part of the World Health Organization of the United Nations to conduct and coordinate research into the cause of cancer. It is a main agency which will classify or grouping the substance and chemicals which are used in industry that are giving cancer or that are carcinogen, and the precaution method are measured by this given by this agency. We will see the some of the chemicals used in industries which will cause cancer in coming slides and coming episode. Now we can see some chemicals or substances used in industrial application which are carcinogen in nature. Acetaldehyde is also called ethanol, ethylaldehyde, acetic aldehyde. The formula is CH3CHO C2H4 H4O. It is a colorless liquid or gas with a sharp fruity odor used as synthetic flowers, perfumes, dyes, and used in polyester resins, gelatin hardening preservative for fruit and fish. It is used all in the manufacture of vinegar and in yeast. As per OSHA, airborne permissible exposure limit is 200 ppm, averaged over 8 hours period. TLV, the threshold limit value is 20 ppm as per ACGAH, that is American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygiene, an important agency. Acetaldehyde is carcinogen in animals and human, and teratogen. It is an agent or factor. An agent causes malformation of an embryo. Exposure over 25 ppm. You have to use NIOSH approved supplied air respirator with full face piece, and over 2000 ppm is immediately dangerous to life and health. So it requires NIOSH approved self-contained breathing with full face piece and a positive pressure mode equipped with an emergency escape air cylinder. So do not forget to subscribe, share it with your friends and colleagues. Put your like and comment in the comment box. We will see another important chemical substance in the Next slide. Now we can see another important chemical used in industries, asbestos. Asbestos is a naturally occurring silicate mineral composed of long and thin fibrous crystals, each fiber being composed of many microscopic fibers that can be released into air by abrasion and other processes. They range in color from white to gray, green, blue, or brown. Asbestos is used in brake linings, heat resistant materials, roofing composites, and in heat and electrical installations. Normally, asbestos is used in installations, also in roofing composite in the household. Asbestos is cited by OSHA, ACGH, DOT, that is Department of Transportation, NIOSH, National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NTP, National Toxicology Program, DEP, Department of Environmental Protection, IARC, Internal Agency for Research on Cancer, IRIS, Integrated Risk Information System, and EPA, Environmental Protection Agency as hazardous substance. It is on the special hazard substance list. Asbestos is a carcinogen in humans. It causes cancer of the lung, including mesothelioma and the gastrointestinal tract. OSHA, as per OSHA, airborne permissible exposure limit (PAL) is 0.15 per cc cubic centimeter, averaged over 8-hour period, and 1 fiber per cc not to be exceed during 30-minute work period if the asbestos is used in the industry. NIOSH recommended airborne exposure limit REL is 0.1 ccc averaged over in a 10-hour work shift. ACGAIH threshold limit value TLV is 0.1 fiber for 8 hour as OSHA. Use NIOSH approved supplied air respirator with full face is operated in a positive pressure when you are working in the asbestos atmosphere in all type of industry. Normally insulation people have to use it. You can see the mesothelioma. Mesothelioma is a type of cancer that develops in the lining that covers the outer surface of some of the body's organs, mainly in lungs. A type of cancer caused due to mainly due to asbestos. We will see the exposure limit and other next slide. This is a schematic diagram of the lungs affected by asbestos. This is lungs. This is asbestos fibers, mesothelial tissues going inside due to ingestion. This is a mesothelial tissue which is coated on the lungs. This is a healthy lung, but this is coated outside the surface. This is a diseased lung, and this is a cancer cell. Now we can see how the asbestos fibers, which is creating the mesothelial cell over the lungs and giving a lung cancer. Repeated exposure to asbestos can cause a disease called asbestosis, with symptoms include cough, shortness of breath, and chest pain. It can progress to disability and death. Exposure limits are for fibers longer than 5 micrometers. If you work in asbestos atmosphere for a long period, even you can get asbestosis after 20-30 years because of the usage of asbestos, because you worked in the asbestos atmosphere as an insulation person, also in roofing, and asbestos is used. So, if after immediately if you're not getting any effect, you don't think that it is you are in safe condition. But prolonged work in asbestos atmosphere will create the asbestosis and also the mesothelial mesothelioma, that is the cancer which is formed in the lung, and that will lead to lung cancer and fatality. Hope you might understand what is carcinogen, some of the chemicals used in industry in common life, which are carcinogen, and that is developing cancer in animals and in human. and limit exposure limit and preventive measure that normally we have to use the self contained breathing apparatus or supplied air breathing apparatus when you are working on the asbestos or acetaldehyde as is mentioned in this episode as a chemical used in industry that are declared carcinogen, and we have seen the important agencies which declare the hazardous chemical and which declare these chemicals as a carcinogen. Hope you might understand the importance of carcinogen and remedial measure given by those agency. Do not forget to subscribe, share it with your friends and colleagues, put your like and comments in the comment box. And if you are working in this type of chemicals or if the chemicals are used in your industries, please do not forget to use the measures given in the video. Normally, insulation people are not will not be using the breathing apparatus or respirator. They are exposed to the asbestos. Even though different type of insulation materials are coming, you have to see the MSDS. If this asbestos is used as an insulation material, then you have to advise the persons who are putting the insulation over the pipeline before issuing the permit. You have to make it that is the asbestos is a carcinogen, and you have to advise or you have to make the remedial measure as used for using the breathing apparatus. Hope you might understand the importance of the advice given by the agency. We'll see some more important chemicals or substances used in the industry which are carcinogen in the coming episode. Do not forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you very much.